What are your thoughts? I actually wonder because like me, for example, we also talked like a word about it in DMs, right? Those like third-party case opening sites. What are your thoughts? If I can ask you, you don't have to say.
Yeah, of course you can ask me. I think, and I've been clear about it to them too, and that's why I don't take. I've been offered millions of dollars. I don't take them, because one, I haven't done my due diligence. Two, I don't like the codes. I really don't like the codes. I really, really, really don't. Any sort of codes would be okay if you could distinguish between a pre-existing gambler who's gambling anyways versus a non-gambler, right?
Codes? Sorry, just to like for me to the codes. You mean like use my code to get $5 right now? Or, like, what do you mean with codes?
Yes, yes, exactly that. I despise that because so gambling is already bad, right? It's already a bad thing.
Yeah.
The problem is people are getting greedy and they're crossing the line bad and they're making it into predatory, right? Gambling's already bad to do, right? In my opinion, how I about it is I'm a gambler at heart. I enjoy doing it, right? I go live. I don't sell a false reality. I don't do this code bull. I don't tell people they can only show wins. I'm losing % of the time, right? That's, in my opinion, it falls onto the parents to raise their kids properly, right? But it falls on the streamer to not be deceptive. In my opinion, codes are deceptive, right? Because what you're doing is you're manipulating the desperation of people wanting free stuff or needing money to get out of a certain hole and offering them that money if they sign up under your code, which is backed by a wager block, which requires you to gamble to get the money out. Now you would argue that someone is joining the site to gamble to get money they need out, and now passively and unintentionally accessing that addiction that they wouldn't have otherwise accessed without that money being baited in front of them that could have changed their life. That's why I don't like codes or wager lock giveaways. I think they're extremely deceptive, extremely predatory, and it's the line that it crosses the line. Gambling is already bad, but that predatory shit I think is what makes it really, really bad. And that's what I'm afraid of for CSGO. Right? If people do these things like, that case pump, right? It's those greedy things that will make everyone else suffer in CSGO because Steam will have to release something to stop that kind of bullshit, right? And then we all suffer because of it. It's always the few greedy that make things really fucking bad. So I think codes need to be completely wiped off everything. I think codes are predatory. I think they're deceptive. And I think until we can distinguish between pre-existing gamblers and people who have never touched it, then codes cannot be a thing. There has to be another method to go about it.
I agree, Chad. If you don't know, like, for example, I saw this as well. I was watching like a friend, and then he was like getting into a free battle or something, like the same sponsor that everyone has right now, fucking Clash GG. And so the streamers always see these free battles, right? Giveaway, hey, you can join my free battle, and then you fucking win something. And that money is locked behind a wager, like. So you have to like gamble, I don't know, $150 if you won 50 in order to withdraw that. Maybe same with the codes, I'm unsure. So it kind of like forces you after you like kind of just wanted to, I don't know, join your streamer's battle to kind of like spin the machine to get your shit out of there. But you use Clash as well, no, Train? Or like
well, I'd rather wait. I like to use it privately, but even then, it only goes so far. Like privately, I think I would never go I would never do it on my stream until I do the due diligence, make sure all these people are legit and okay.
No.
But I think I think because the problem is right, like, and I had to talk to them about this, like with steak, for example, right? Steak dinner. I did a lot of research to make sure, like, right, I did my due diligence because it's on me. If tomorrow steak closes down and scams everybody, that's on me, right? So that's why I did a lot of research and I chose who I chose, 2.5 years ago. So I haven't done that with these guys, and I don't think anyone else has. They seem like good people, but I think the codes need to go.
Yeah.
And I think, like, the problem is that the other issue is also this, like, you know, and I hate saying this, right? Like I'm a gambler. You know, I'll do what I do in my personal time, right? But the other issue is this that needs to kind of be said. Like, I don't know if it's CSGO.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know if it's CSGO. That's the issue.
What do you mean?
Like, it feels like it's like, I don't know. Like their Rust site is Rust because it's item to item, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean. The fucking site. Yeah, because the sites, it shows you, Dragon Law case. You're opening fucking coins. It's just a picture of a Dragon Law, 4,000 coins. There's no item behind it. Back in the day, Chad, I have to, like, I've never been a fan of third-party case opening sites. I've never taken a sponsor when it comes to that. They've climbed as well, hundreds of thousands, everything. Because for me, like, I have many friends that do it. Sometimes it's a little bit annoying for me, but it is what it is. But for me, I just wouldn't, I don't know, I just don't like it myself. I like the skins itself. I open cases because I may sound delusional when I say this, but people always say, right now, I feel like everybody on all the Clash sponsored people try to say like, oh, but all the people that are like saying, oh, Clash is so bad, why did G2 just take the sponsor? They're opening cases every day on stream. Bro, I'm not getting fucking paid by fucking CSGO to like drag people to open cases. I say don't open cases. Yeah, sometimes I go crazy because I fucking love the game. I love the items. I generate an item out of nowhere. I have passion for skins. I've been doing it since I was in high school, all day, every day. I have 6,000 hours of inspecting skins. The thought of unboxing a new item is crazy to me. I fucking love it. It gets me pumped. And I know that I don't pay my fucking my rent with like money that, you know, that my viewers lost. I don't get fucking paid to open cases on stream. Surely I may have a couple more viewers and stuff. That's good. That's a benefit. But it's not similar to what those fucking I should say stuff. I should say unbiased, I guess. But what the sites pay.
That's why you shouldn't. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't have a gambling take, because technically CS:GO cases are a form of gambling. But you should have a take of, you know, the things we talked about, codes. You know, the veil of CS:GO, but really it's just, you know, it's just another gambling site, right? It's things like if you stay on those takes, then no one can argue against you. The gambling is a little tough since you're a CS:GO trader, opener, and, you know, that'd be tough to push. But if you stay on the actual shit that's like fact, then I think you can be consistent with your take. I don't think anyone can say shit. You'll have a lot of haters shit talking, but they can't really say shit. Realistically,
it's right now everybody is like trying to, if Arrow, like, there's only, I feel like everybody has like one of these sponsors. It's only like when it comes to 1,000 viewer people, it's PSP1G.
Well, the problem
Arrow.
is this. Tony, let me say this. Here's the issue, and I know this won't be widely accepted because everyone's gonna virtue signal and just high road and say, oh, I'm a true gambler. The issue is, like, listen, gambling is bad. In no way am I justifying it. But in my opinion, there needs to be like an authenticity behind it. The problem is, right, the issue in my opinion arises when people start doing things for the bag, right? So if you're not a true gambler and you're just taking it for the bag, at that point you're not gambling to gamble, right? Your deal is not just to be exclusive and when you gamble here. Your deal becomes, okay, I'm not a gambler. I'm just going to go live and
refer as many people as possible.
Exactly. My only goal is to get people hooked and for me to walk away with the biggest bag possible. That to me is when it becomes blood money, right? That to me is when it becomes wrong, because you're not truly gambling. You're not being paid to be exclusive, right? For example, how it happened for me, right? I was gambling. My deal is pure exclusivity, right? With where I gamble. I have no codes. I have no bullshit. And I can go live. I can shit talk the site. I can say it's a scam. I can say don't gamble. You will lose. I can shit talk 24/7. Do they yell at me? Yes, they do. But hey, that's the deal they made when I told them I'm only doing exclusivity, right? So that to me is okay because I'm doing what I do otherwise anyway, right? The problem is with these people, they're not gamblers. They're going live to get people hooked. They're not playing with their own money. They have no sense of what rock bottom means. In my opinion, if you're going to gamble, you need to be doing it the real way, where you can experience rock bottom. You can lose everything, right? And believe it or not, with the unfathomable amount of money I've been paid, I've hit those rock bottom days. And believe me, if my DMs have leaked to the casino, yeah, y'all, my haters would become my supporters. Do you understand? I've hit those times of dark times. We're talking minus 100 mil, nothing left to my name whatsoever. Like, it needs to be that. It needs to be only exclusivity. These code-based things where people are picking them up, they're not even gamblers themselves, and their only intention is to get others hooked, to make money off their losses, to be set for the rest of life. It, to me, is wrong and it's evil.
That's
and the problem is,
CS scene right now.
Yeah, and I think the population that comes at me doesn't understand that distinction. They think all of it is that, right? Because I don't think they can fathom, you know, like, for example, I was already told the amount I'd make if I took the codes and gambled the way everyone else does. I'd make an additional
Millions.
10 million minimum a month.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I declined that.
Yeah, same.
And to this day, I still decline it, right? So we're talking anywhere from 120 to 200 million a year extra. That's what that market is. You understand? That code world is wild. And the other problem is like getting infinite money. Right? To me, that's a false reality. When you're sitting there and you're losing, and then you just get refill after refill after refill, at that point, that's just a performance. It's a performance to have an infinite amount of money until you win,
Chad, what do you
and
mean
then on
saying?
the winning to sell that false reality to others to get it in play. Like, these are the lines that are crossed. Like, gambling is already bad, but when you cross these lines, that's when it becomes evil, in my opinion. Does that make sense? It's the intention. It's the predatory intention that makes it really bad. Does that make any sense?
And bro, going back to the thing, all these people trying to justify their fucking Clash sponsor by saying, oh, but everybody's opening CSGO cases. Are you fucking stupid? It's as well, even if people say, oh, but it's raw balance. They gamble 2,000 away, their fucking daily fucking raw balance or whatever, and then they just contact an admin because all they lost was 2 bots, and then they just get a fucking 2K refill. Ain't no way, bro. If you, it's crazy to me how people try to compare opening CSGO cases. Yes, it's both a form of gambling, but if you want to compare me opening fucking cases, CSGO cases where I don't get paid, where I don't fucking have to chill anything, where I can say, don't open case. And I don't get a refill. I use my own money. If I lose it, I lose it. If I get fucked, I get fucked. If I don't, I don't. No shot.
Yeah, I got offered a lot and I declined all of it just out of like principle and authenticity. Believe me, I got offered a lot and I said no to all of it because I know my take. I know how I am and I want to be able to say this shit, right? But if I'm going there behind the scenes getting a certain amount of money, I can't say this shit. I can't be me.
Now I'm
right?
curious, how much do you think they would offer to me? I'm always, because I kind of don't want to know, because I know that I wouldn't accept it and I don't want to live like, oh, but I'm missing out on... I've heard friends that have 1,000 average viewers, 30K, 25K a month.
Oh, bro, that's for your numbers, that's child's play, brother. Like, I would take for your numbers, I would take. So let's say you average 17,000 viewers. Okay, I would take nothing less.
Here it comes, Seth.
I take nothing less than at least $100,000 a day.
Yeah, just
a day.
Yeah.
So about $3 million a month.
And chat, just for your understanding, with D-Market, my one and only sponsor, CSGO Marketplace sponsor, I make nothing if you compare to that. Okay, so if you think, Jesus, yeah, that's crazy.
But you have to understand that part of that $3 million a month is right you playing, so you'd end up statistically losing probably half of that back and more than half of that back unless you got really lucky. So they end up paying you maybe like $1 million a month, right? So you'd probably clear 12 mil a year.
Yeah.
ohnePixel,
right.
Yeah. Crazy. But then again, I don't know. I don't know about you, but me, for example, what then? For me, it's always like the question. And then what? First of all, I feel like I would not see streaming the same. I mean, you had the stake sponsorship and everything, but maybe I wonder if you also went through this before. Maybe you like took that and all, because I, for example, I stream now like 10 hours a day, and I love what I'm fucking doing. If I would get paid fucking 100K a month for that fucking sponsor, and then all of a sudden that's gone, I don't think like would I go live for 10 hours again for fucking $500 a day? All of a sudden, like I feel like it puts a whole different view on streaming, and it fucks you for the rest.
No. Yeah. So You can't. So see, this goes back to what I was talking about. Are you doing it for the money, or are you doing it because it's what you love to do?